woman's man.
Right. Well, speaking of being a man's man, we got a gay man that actually stuck up for Dave Chappelle.
Now, I watched the motherfucking special, and I was not offended at all. And I'm very motherfucking gay. The only thing I don't do is wear pink and motherfucking fingernails and makeup and all of that shit because it offends me, motherfucker. But anyway, what I'm going to say is this. The LGBTQZRLMNOP motherfuckers, every goddamn day there's a new motherfucking gender, and I'm tired of it as a gay man. So as a heterosexual man that was telling the story about his transgender friend of over 20 fucking years, y'all skipped all over that part to be a motherfucking offended. That's some idiot bullshit. Y'all so quick to be motherfucking offended by shit, but very unquick to be offended by what this goddamn Republican Party is doing. The fact that the filibuster has made sure that there's no motherfucking anti-lynching laws. The fact that Texas is now stripping women of their motherfucking rights to have a legal abortion. Be offended by that shit. But you offended that a motherfucker's telling his personal story about a transgender woman that he was friends with. Y'all need some motherfucking medication and a goddamn chill pill. As a gay man, I'm tired of all of this bullshit that we put quote unquote straight people through because we assume that they're attacking us. He was actually letting you know that even he has had an impact in his life by someone that was transgender or part of our community. Get the fuck over it, bitches.
Go on, tell it. Tell it like it is. Hey, man, I really appreciate that guy stepping up for Dave Chappelle, man, because that one Netflix employee hates the fact that they even have the show there. Like, we don't even have room for conversation. Deltrice, what do you think about what this man just said?
I agree with him. Yeah, don't be offended. Just, do you. Live your life. It is what it is. What you walking out for? I mean, he wasn't talking about you, or maybe he was. It's okay. He makes his money off of telling jokes. So it was a joke, and he's a wonderful storyteller. It is what it is. I like that. Focus on more important things. Anti-lynching laws, abortions. Focus on things like that. So I agree with the man.
Well, you know what, Deltrice, let me say this. You want a particular person to win an election. Sometimes the best way for that person to win that election is for a third party to come in and split the votes. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think is going on. I think they're trying to third party split the votes. Rose, was this man speaking truth?
His truth. His truth may not be my truth.
What are you talking about?
You asked me, was he speaking truth?
Was he speaking the truth about, listen, did you hear what he said? Because
I heard what he said.
All right, so his truth, he's not talking about himself. He's talking about Dave Chappelle.
That's the him and Dave Chappelle truth. Because I don't believe, and if you're asking me what I believe now, it's just what I believe.
No, I'm asking you, what do you think about this video that I just played about
the video that you just played, and you saying he talking about Dave Chappelle? I don't believe he talking about Dave Chappelle because I believe Dave Chappelle been gone a long time ago.
He's not talking about Dave Chappelle being gone. He's talking about Dave Chappelle.
No, you don't understand what I'm saying.
No, I do understand what you're saying. You're not. You got to focus on what we're talking about.
I'm focusing on what he's
talking about. The fact that the gay community is trying to shut down Dave Chappelle over his new special. That's all I want to talk about. What do you think about that?
His truth is right for him. His truth is right. His truth is right for him. His truth is right for the gay community. So I'll say it like that and leave it like that.
I don't know what that means. This guy is tired of the gay community coming at straight folks. Are we going to start seeing that? Are we going to start seeing gay people standing up for the rights of straight folks?
I don't even think it's that. I think he is focused on Dave Chappelle and what was happening there. And I agree with him again about focusing on something else, because Dave Chappelle is entertaining. He's an entertainer, so that's his job, to be a little controversial, a lot entertaining. That's what he's gonna do. So that one person, but Dave Chappelle can't change laws, and maybe he can, but he's not. Yeah,
right. It's a smoke screen, right?
Don't look. Yeah, just don't look at his shows if you know if that's what it is. It's kind of like and Rose, I don't know if there is, and I won't even bother to give the name of the restaurant any life, but there's a restaurant, a chain of barbecue restaurants in South Carolina. Rose, you may be familiar with it, but it's this, and the owner, the founder, has since passed away, but the restaurant is still here. Mm-hmm. But he is a racist. He came out and said he was a racist. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing, I appreciate him saying that he's a racist. Now, he's passed away, restaurant is still here, but why do I appreciate that?
Because you know what you're getting.
Exactly, because I know that I won't go there for a
exactly like Strong Thurman. People in South Carolina know about Strong Thurman.
Right. So,
but they appreciate because they know about him. They know what he is.
Show me it. For as long as you show me who you are, then I can make my decision.
This one particular employee, since she wanted to be in the spotlight over this Dave Chappelle, her tweets and her Facebook posts have came to light. Let me play y'all this and we'll be back with more commentary.
For the stand-up and solidarity rally. My entire career, everything that I've done has been about pushing boundaries. It has been about holding people accountable.
I just cussed that Asian bitch clean the fuck out.
We expect more.
You mess up my order and then blame me? English is my first language, bitch.
And so,
I know it's a lot to ask in California, but speak fucking English. Yet I said it.
We also pour social equity into these spaces. We
just broke my phone on this Asian bitch's head.
Dave Chappelle doesn't get to suck all of the light out of that. And so the thing that I felt most troubled by is
Latino and Asian businesses need to stop being rude and fucking disrespectful.
They don't have the same equity.
This Asian nigga in Subway got a fat ass.
They don't have the same opportunity.
He almost looks like a bitch from behind. Hashtag shaking my head.
We will no longer stay silent.
Asian hoes act like they won't get karate chopped in they motherfucking throat.
Just to be clear,
in real life, I'd smash your fucking head in. Like a can of A&W root beer. Dick Rider.
Real violence that is by the trans community, for the trans community.
Bro, I would beat the dog shit out of you. Dick Rider.
To understand intersectionality and what it means.
I have Asian friends, but they some motherfucking weirdos sometimes. Hashtag, I said it but we all think it.
Obviously, Ashley Marie Preston is a great advocate.
Furry slipper wearing ass fuck boy. Keep pretending for the internet. Dick Rider.
Ashley Marie Preston has proven herself as an activist, also a friend and a loved one to many people in her embarkment on activism. So thank you so much.
These motherfuckers. Faggot cocksuckers. Fat Mexican piss blonde Miss Piggy looking bitch. I love strippers, not in like a gay way. I love gay men, but this county clerk at Window G is a motherfucking faggot.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
That is the last time I helped that faggot fucker.
So for those of us who are standing in solidarity with the trans employees.
Another. Damn, Asian almost hit me while crossing. What the fuck is with y'all and damn vehicles? Hashtag racist ass. I don't do Mexican, Asian, or Samoan.
We need to have difficult and complex conversations.
You should be ashamed if you take abortion pills like Flintstone vitamins.
Let's be in high vibrational community with one another.
I get so upset when slut bitches constantly get pregnant and munch away on abortion pills like Cheeto.
Wow, man, she was racist against Asians? Oh my God, cancel that motherfucker right now. Against Mexicans, Asians, and guess what? She used the F word. They're trees. What do you think about the personal tweets of this particular Netflix employee who wants to shut down Dave Chappelle for just telling a story and telling jokes? She's not telling stories and jokes. She's speaking her mind.
Yeah, number one, you got to be careful what you put out there on the internet. Now, what I did notice was all of these things were from 2011. So we're talking.
Does it matter?
Well, yeah, because I feel maybe she was a different person in a different space back then. People can
So
change.
that old racist white man that had died. You know what I'm saying? The old racist white man that died. You refuse to eat the food from his restaurant, but you agree that this person has changed over several years.
So here's the thing. I made my decision. My mind was made up not to eat from that restaurant.
What about her using the F word? What do you think about that?
I think at that time, maybe she was not fully, maybe she hadn't come out yet.
No, because you saw the profile picture alongside of the tweets, and she was a woman.
But that's a current profile picture. You can't.
No. The tweets, when they brought the tweets up, they showed the picture. You know, like you bring up my tweets, you're gonna see my profile picture. At no point in time in those profile pictures, it was not a woman. It was always a woman in those tweets.
But what I'm saying is, can't you, like, if I change my profile picture right now, somebody could still go back on my Twitter, on my post. The post will remain the same, but the profile picture would change to the current, right? Like, the only way in my head, like, if they would have captured those tweets 10 year ago, then maybe her profile was different 10 years ago. Her profile picture was different.
Maybe she was a straight man. That's what you're saying?
Maybe she hadn't come out yet. Maybe she hadn't identified. She wasn't out yet. Maybe she was still trying to kind of figure things out.
I think she was out at that point in time. At that particular... Rose, what do you think about what she said?
You know, these people, like I said, you know, I've done a lot of research. So lots of time when I look at the video, I don't look at it like other people look at the video. I look at what I know. Okay. And lots of times these people, they're put here for a reason, to get some type of reaction out of the audience. And I just think at the time she was talking, it picked up for her agenda, for her audience, and that's what she was saying. And then when the time comes, she'll put out something else and she'll change for something else. You have to remember that is Hollywood.
Well, let me ask you this. Should she be canceled for what she said? Because we would cancel a restaurant if the owner said something 20 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, what good for the goose is good for the goose, right? I mean, they did, what's her name? I can't think of her name. The one that had, she used to have, I forgot her name, the white lady that had this big following at the time, and then she admit that she called.
Yeah, you talking about Chrissy Teigen, I think.
Chrissy, and then the other one, I can't think of her name. Whatever her name was, she had this cooking show, and they canceled her.
Yeah, you talking about forgot her name too because she was canceled. All right, so Del Treese, let me ask you this. Listening to what me and Rose had to say about this particular situation, 10 years ago, does it matter? If it was 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and say, hey, I changed from 5 years ago. It's just like I said, the racist guy coming out saying, hey, well, I used to think like that back in 1988, but I changed since 88.
What's your question?
My question is, should she be canceled? Should she be fired from Netflix for the racist comments that she made about Asians? I think she will be fired because when this video came out, it was today. Once it circulates, like we're talking about hot news right now. Once it circulates that this woman made those comments against Asians and Mexicans, should Netflix fire her?
Should she be fired for something she said 10 years ago?
Yeah.
I don't feel so. I don't think so. Should there be some intervention or just, I think if I were her, I would shut down my social media and I would just go to work and keep it moving. I certainly don't want
So you think she needs to shut the hell up about Dave Chappelle then?
Yeah, I think so, because she has skeletons in her closet. So I feel that, yeah, I don't want to be, there are things that I did last year that I don't want to be held accountable for this year. But in the same vein, I'm not out there on social media. Well, I kind of am right now.
Being a hypocrite, though, right?
I'm not being a hypocrite about it. Yeah. So
I mean, because she used the F word more than once about gay men, just like the guy we saw earlier that defended Dave Chappelle. To her, he's the F word.
Right. That's why I think back in 2011 she was not fully out. She was not out at all.
No, I can't. Look, they knew, the Kardashians knew that Bruce Jenner was that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, they knew he was that way.
They knew.
They knew. They said it. They said we didn't know it would manifest.
We didn't know it was that bad. Well, we knew. Even Kim said she knew.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they all knew.
I'm saying that
everybody knew except for the people on TV.
So my thing is this. What I'm saying is a gay person is different from a trans person. Right? You don't just hop out the closet.
You don't.
I wear high heels now. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to the game. You know what I'm saying? You don't just walk out the closet. I'm wearing makeup and lipstick every day now and getting my eyelashes. You don't just pop up and do it. That's time. It takes time to do that. And I just feel like this person wanted the attention, got up there, wanted to be the advocate for gay people, and now those tweets are coming up because gay people think they can get away with whatever, especially if they're trans. They think, and if they're a celebrity, they think they can get away with whatever. They can say things like that. They can call people the F word and say, well, black people call black people the N word all the time. But it's a whole different thing because not only did you call a guy the F word, you were racist against Asians and Hispanics. Go ahead, Rose.
This is the thing, okay? Unfortunately, we live in a society that is supposed to be where you go to court until you're proven guilty, but that's no longer true. In these times where you got a camera everywhere, everything's social media, they will hold things that you did years ago against you, okay? And if you're a person who comes out here and bash somebody, especially if you got skeletons in your closet, and you the type of person that comes out here and bash people and call them this and call them that, and then they do digging around and they found out you did this and you did that, of course, they're going to cancel you, okay? If you're another person and you're out here on social media, you know, you did things, give people the free will, okay? Give people free will. Because at the end of the day, that is all we still have left right now is free will. Okay, that's just it.
Do we have free will when Dave Chappelle can go on stage and do a comedy act and have people saying that it's biased towards gay people? Is that
he's entitled to his opinion for a little bit longer, for a little while longer? At some point in time, I don't know when it's going to be. Okay, at some point in time, these social media things like we have, like YouTube, Snapchat, all these different meet up, hangout, all of this stuff is going to be shut down. Okay, I don't know when it's going to be. I might be dead and in the grave, but I do know at some point in time, these platforms are going to be shut down. They gave us this technology for us to fall in love with it, get addicted to it. And most of us are addicted to it. I can remember most people don't care nothing about no phone. Now you go crazy if you don't have a phone.